Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah.
It's the Washington Nationals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch. All right, ready to go here. Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here this afternoon. Headed towards the corner. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in and tracking that ball down.
James Wood, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's downstairs. Now 2-0. Just missed.
I got 3-0.
One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's ball four.
Take your base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off. But
runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Line drive, base hit, coming home. He will score, and the Nats take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0. Here's C.J. Abrams now. First pitch, just misses. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And now it's Luis Garcia. Late on that fastball.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Runners at first and second with one gone. This one in the air, center field. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's two away. Stone Garrett, the next to hit. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And that should quiet this home crowd. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But the Nationals strike for 3. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Jesse Winker. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Line drive. Garrett snags it, and there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Second inning set to go. Here's the rookie third baseman, Brady House. And first offering is fouled off. Minaya winds and deals. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Young stands in with two away as he takes a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
That clips the corner.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So one left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Mark Vientos. Gray back to work. Swing and a pop-up. House. And there's one away. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Now a blast to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. And they close the gap. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Brandon Nimmo in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. High fly ball out into left center field. Young makes the catch, inning over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. There's the strike.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Abrams in his 4th year batting in the cleanup spot, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Laser could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. And it gets by him. Now around second, going for third.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. Next to hit for the Nats, Stone Garrett. And first offering is fouled off.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And a quick out, number 1. And next for the Mets, Sean Manaea. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
In the air, center field, Young. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Hard hit, right side. Over to Lowe. Lindor retired. And that is as we go to the top of the 4th. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Inside, just missed.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
House in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Here's the pitcher, Josiah Gray. And a sac bunt here, Alonso. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Get it?
Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Waste no time there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it otherwise.
And that's a base hit. The throw in, and they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Gray, the runner at third. Young over at second. Wood at first. 1 gone. To the plate for 1.
He's out.
And that's all they'll get.
I understand the base is loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a 4-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
Base hit. 1 run in already. Now 2 runs score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Right through there. Got him. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. And we're back. The batter now, Jesse Winker. Left field. Wood has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center field. Young under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, Abrams fires over to first, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Stone Garrett, and that's in for a strike.
You know, these Nationals doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Keibert Ruiz will hit next. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Next offering is foul back. One down, base is empty. And now 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a blooper back behind short. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Brady House digging in for the Nationals. And he swings through that one.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing doing here. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Gray back to work. He was late there. Strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. Now Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a ball.
The Mets with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. And that one is lifted in the air. Garrett settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. New inning getting started, and now the pitcher, Josiah Gray. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. In the air, right field. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. On a line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. James Wood now at the plate. And there's the strike. That one the other way. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really.
The other way. Base hit. One run is in. Safe. He beats it. It's 11-1.
Machine for the New York Mets. With a good five.
Ball one.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Counts 1-0.
Low gets his lead at first with nobody out. Liner, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Ground ball left side, could be two. In there, he's safe. And they extend their lead. And now the right fielder, Stone Garrett. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And the batter now, Keibert Ruiz. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 13-1. And now up for Washington, Brady House. That misses. 1-0. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-1.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. And down on strikes. 2 away down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And now here's the Nationals pitcher, Josiah Gray. Swings through that one for strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, you got to go for the strikeout here. Pitcher at the plate. Attack it just like it's any other hitter.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In the dirt. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Abrams makes the catch. 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. Swings through that one. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That one missed.
Ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one misses, and it's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor sends it across to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Up now for Washington, James Wood. And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2. The Nats up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one hammered. Soto moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
So based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab, 2 down. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Garrett in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
Now batting.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Citi Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And out number 1 on the grab. So up next, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Garrett makes the catch, and there are 2 down. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Ruiz puts it away, and that is that. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Holmes back to work. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Gray in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball on the ground, could be 2. Over to McNeil.
That's an out.
Over to Alonso. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the. Back here in Queens, here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That was a thing of beauty.
Pitching for Washington, number 39.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Tyrone Taylor. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Lucas Sims.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is down low. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So it's their last chance in this one. So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. Pitch misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Misses inside, and now 3-0. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first in time. Ball game, and the Nationals slug their way to a win in this one. 13-1 is how it ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Okay, all set to go. Stepping in, Josh Lowe.
Josh Lowe.
That's off the mark, and that's ball one. And that one fouled off. Low checks his swing, appeal to third, and ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
In there for strike one.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament
swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. And that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Lane Thomas in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto calls it in, 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
To the right side, McNeil gets it to first, and that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. 1 away. Here's Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out. Juan Soto now comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Second inning set to go. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. And ball 1.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Next pitch is downstairs. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And that skips in the dirt. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and the count is 2-0. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Winker sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out.
Batting 8.
And now it's going to be Richie Palacios. And that misses. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Left-hand batter waits. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and then he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now here is Shane Baz, and it gets by him. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Struck out swinging his first time. Strike on the inside corner. Strike two. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Alonso. 3rd out. So the Rays. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one fouled off. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His 19th home run of the year, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. And that's down and away. Baz, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Here's a 2-1. And delivers outside. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
It's no surprise this guy's won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And there's a foul ball. And that is out of play. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. First offering, and it just misses. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. Low, moving under it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Swung on, belted. Thomas going back. Makes the catch up against the wall. 2 down, base is empty. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Really strong hitting performance recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. David Peterson up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. McNeil off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Peterson back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That hits the dirt, and now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Diaz batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And a curve misses outside. Thomas patrolling center field, batting in the cleanup spot, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Junior Caminero. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases and they jump out front. It's 3-2. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
And that one is off the wall.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-2. First and second, 2 outs. Shane Baz getting ready to hit. He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out the baseline. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. The shortstop takes the ball. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
There's a swing and a drive. And forget it. His 24th home run of the season. It's 4-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now.
Jesse Winker, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Just missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. A dive. He's got it. From his knees, the throw. And they get the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Swing and a pop-up. Kim. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now that is
And now it's Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. And that's way high. And that is ball 1. Tying run is at first as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Fastball is outside.
That's a really good take.
So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be.
That's hard hit on the line. Could be extra bases. 1 runs in. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run. Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That one misses. And the count is even 2-2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam.
One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And the Rays. So 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, David Peterson.
number 70.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And now here is Josh Lowe. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Seong Kim. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. In the air, right field. Great effort, but it gets down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Yandy Diaz now. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Coming home. 1 run across. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. The run scores all the way from first. And it's now a 2-run game. Runner in scoring position. No outs. There's Lane Thomas now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now a chance for Junior Caminero. And no one can get there. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. First
Pitching for the Mets. Number 70. Jose.
and that one fouled off. Fly ball down the line, and that's out of play, a foul ball. Roll to short, could be 2. Goes to third for 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Raised down by a run. And there's the strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Tying run in scoring position, top half of inning number 4.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. On the ground, out to short. They limit the damage here. They strike for 3 runs on 5. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Going to count 1 and 2. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Now that is
So digging in, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle to first.
He's out.
Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now that is
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter is a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's the Rays pitcher, number 70. Foul ball there.
Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Next to hit, Josh Lowe. Just missed.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And the sweeper is off the plate. And a foul ball. Lined into right. Soto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mark Vientos. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly getting ready to go. Rodriguez also getting ready. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Low ranging after it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Pete Alonso.
Now that is the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
There's a swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
No ball. 2 strike.
The 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Into the Big Apple, seats and gone. Wow. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 9-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now Francisco Alvarez. He is struck out and he is walked. Ball one, no strikes.
One ball, no strike.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Slice to right. Low makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 9-7 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here in Queens, top of the 6th inning. And now, Yandy Diaz. Check swing, called strike. Diaz, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Ground ball to the right side. Alonso takes it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Thomas stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So 2 down now, and here is Junior Caminero. In for a strike, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. And that one pulled foul. And there's a ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one the other way. Fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Man at first. Now here's the Mets pitcher, Jose Butto. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Swings through that one. 0-1.
1 strike.
And strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Low hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game.
1-0.
In the dirt. The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. McNeil over at first with 1 away. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's safe.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Winker, the next to hit, takes outside. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him. That K is his third of the game. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Got him! Huge strikeout there. And we're back. Danny Jansen to hit here. And downstairs. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Now at the plate, Gabriel Arias. And a swing and a miss.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Fought off foul. Late that time, it's strike two. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. With the tying run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. One at second, and they'll just get the one.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Pinch hitter coming on, Nolan Schanuel. Big spot for him here. The tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Kelly.
And he's done. Done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And first offering is fouled off. Kelly is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. They say you win.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Going back on this one. That one is gone. So he goes yard to left. It's 10-7. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty, one away. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. He did not go around. One down, base is empty. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Action in the pen down there. Garrett Clevenger up and loosening in the pen. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throws to first. That's it out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swinging a foul straight back.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Jose Siri.
He's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
On the ground. They get the force out number 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Reed-Foley.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 9th homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 10-8.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
Kim at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Sneaks through, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Diaz in the box now, takes strike 1. And a strike in there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
There's the strike, and it's 2-1 now.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Kim, the lead runner at second. Diaz at first with no outs. Back there. Forget it.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit. On some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Caminero in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That misses. 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Ranging back. Up against the wall and brings it in. And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. And for at the moment, you know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So up next, Gabriel Arias swings through that one for strike one.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Garrett Clevenger on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Jose Caballero. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Pete Fairbanks warming up for manager Kevin Cash. That's down and in. There's the strike. Outside low. 3-2 down.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Chopped in the ground. In plenty of time to first, and Winker is set down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And now Juan Soto 0 for 3 in this one. In there at the knees.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That misses, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the Mets go 1. We go to the swing and a foul straight back.
Number 33.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the 0-2. Out towards right center field. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one down. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Minter measures 6 feet even, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down looking. Now here is Josh Lowe. He's coming off a big swing of the bat in the 8th inning, Chris.
Yeah, he may still be riding a little high, and for him, hopefully the confidence is still there. It was a solo shot and a very important run in this game.
Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a high chopper. Lindor. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody.
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. Pick off to second, and he throws it into center. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Line to left, and foul ball. To the right side, McNeil. And that is that. So no run. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Vientos in the box now. Take strike one. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
1-run game, bottom 9. Got him. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, so many hard throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a big swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The Mets down to their final strike. Up and in, 2-2. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him! And that's the ball game. Close one here today.